You making me one too?
Yeah, this is yours.
Ah.
Is that going?
Chicken cup, yep. So, for the people watching who don't know, what is Ask Gringa?
Ask Gringa is a series we're doing here where people send in questions to Bob's Watches and I answer them. It's kind of like a Q&A but with a bit of pizzazz.
Oh, you provide the pizzazz.
Answers and pizzazz included with me.
Sounds like it should have a theme tune.
Ooh, I never thought of that. It should, really, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Ask Gringa.
I'm loving it.
That's McDonald's. Welcome back to Bob's Watches, guys. If you don't know me, I'm Brittany, aka Watch Gringa. I've just moved into a new house, so this is my first time filming here. I hope it looks okay. I don't know what I'm doing. It'll be a learning curve. So we're still unpacking, making our space our own. I'm currently working on a YouTube studio. This isn't it. This is gonna be my dining room, but I'm working on a YouTube studio in my new garage. How do British people say garage, James?
Garage.
Garage. But until it's ready, we're filming here in my new dining room, and today we're just answering some of your questions. You guys have sent in the questions via Bob's Instagram, and let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. Ooh, this first question's from Watch Girl Life. First of all, love her page. If you're not following her on Instagram, if you're on Instagram and not following her, you have to go follow her right now. She's amazing. But the most overhyped watch. Tough choice. There's a lot of overhyped watches. This is just my opinion, but I don't get the hype around the Tiffany blue OPs. Actually, all the color dialed OPs. I just never got infected with that bug. They aren't for me. But if you love one of these, all the power to you. Keep loving them. Forget what I say. Ooh, I love questions like these because whenever I read them, I'm always like, oh my God, could I live with 2 watches? For like a nanosecond, I think, could I survive? How could I live with only 2 watches? I am such a privileged twat. Of course, I could live with only 2 watches, but if you're gonna go for just 2, you really gotta make these count. So I would probably keep my Rolex Oyster Perpetual as my everyday, go anywhere, do anything watch. You really can do everything with the OP. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, 100 meters water resistance, because if we're being real with ourselves, we'll never need more than that. The 36mm has the same movement as the Rolex Explorer, a great do-it-all watch. Then for my second watch, I would probably have a rose gold Cartier tank to be like my dress watch and my special occasions watch. I mean, for me personally, not really. But that's also because I don't have many watches that will accrue much more value. My only watch that's a really heavy hitting, you know, one that's gonna accrue much more value than its retail is my Rolex Daytona. The majority of my collection isn't really watches worth following. I'm just a true collector going for the not high accruing watches. I think if I collected for the investment, I would be much more interested in it. But I mean, also, like, who isn't interested in knowing their net worth? Well, I'm not, because it's not very high. But people with good watches might be. Even if you're not planning to sell your watches, or you don't collect watches with the intention that they'll hold their value, even if you'll never sell it, it's still kind of cool to know that your watch is accruing value and you'll eventually get to pass along to your children or to the people you love a watch that you love and hopefully they'll love, but also it could be some wealth that you're giving them as well. To my future kids, if you ever sell my Daytona, I will haunt you. This is the best question ever. All right. To me, it's obvious he is gonna show up in a Casio G-Shock. Whatever model you want. He just needs something sturdy for Armageddon and for defeating Satan. Before I read the not Casio bit of this question, I was like, the Casio Illuminator! Gotta let that one go. I've got a real thing for Oris right now. Bob's Watches has my favorite Oris chronograph on right now on their website for $1,095. Or for something new, I've really recently fallen in love with Christopher Ward. I had their C63 Sealander in for review, and I thought it had a lot to offer for under £1,000. Oh, I wonder if this question was under $1,000 or £1,000. They just said 1K. So. First of all, congratulations on the new watch. The good news is you had nothing but good choices here. I once borrowed my friend's Grand Seiko GMT Quartz, and I absolutely loved it. I loved it more than I thought I would. It's a really tough choice between these two, but I think you get just that little bit more from the Tudor. I have a real thing for the Black Bay 36. Brilliant size, and just being mechanical rather than quartz, I would say you went right with picking the Black Bay 36. But you can never go wrong with the Grand Seiko GMT Quartz. It is just cracking watch. Anyways, guys, I'm looking at the time on my camera. I think I've already gone over time. I better shut up. I think that's enough for today. There's still so many questions I haven't got to here, so maybe, I don't know, we'll have to have an Ask Gringa 3rd edition. I really like doing these. I hope you guys like seeing these. If you have any more questions you would like me to answer in hopefully the 3rd edition of Ask Gringa, pop them in those comments down below. We'll try to get to them next time. And don't forget to do all those things to appease the YouTube algorithm gods. Give this video a like, comment, and subscribe to Bob's Watches. It's a fantastic channel. I am the worst of the content, so if you're thinking, oh, I really hate this, you better subscribe, because then you can get the good stuff. And until next time, you fabulous watch nerds. Bye!